I think so.
Bye.
See you later, Zola. You come to dance later.
That makes a dance as last song.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Well, it sort of is morning if you just got up.
Good afternoon, good evening, and all of that. Oh, it's working. There we go. It's all happening.
It's all happening.
Hello, everybody. Week 41 of the Sunday Cyber Busks. Hope you're all doing all right. We're here to just dance, sing, play tunes, jump up and down, let it all hang out.
We've got a little theme for today. We've decided to do all things Cornish because we haven't left our garden for a few days. Well, haven't left Cornwall for so long, have we?
No.
So we thought we'd like concentrate on Cornish songs. We're going to do loads of Cornish songs, like a lot from the Of Stones and Bones album, which sometimes gets a little neglected, I think. It's a very nice album. So we're going to, but this isn't from Stones and Bones. This is One Fine Day, and this is Cornish because the tune from One Fine Day, the violin tune, is sort of borrowed off a Cornish tune called Ribbon Avon, which means by the river in Cornish, doesn't it?
It does indeed, Tim.
We might
Anyway.
educate you today. Are we ready?
I'm a lady.
Okay, party people, let's go! Yee-hee! All right. Perhaps one fine day we will all sail away to lands where money don't count. At the chance we will live in a place we can give some meaning to what we amount to. Anything sounds new from what you usually do. We're driven by a new force. We all just lay back and go with the crack and all just be part of the course. And what if we don't buy all things they supply in such disposable amounts? Turn our backs on the waves, cause history sings songs we know nothing about. 'Cause they all need commerce, and we all need a hearse. To the death of us all in the end. Let's just share what we've got and not lose the plot. I'm sure we can still all be friends. And we may one fine day. Yes, we may. One fine day. One fine day. I'm not quite naive, but I still believe a good opener, isn't it?
It isn't it? Well, that's because we've opened about hundreds of gigs with that song over
I
the
know,
years.
but then we stopped using it as an opener because we thought we can't keep using that as an opener.
I
it
saw
really
a
is.
picture of a gig.
Did you?
Yeah,
What
I
was
saw
it?
a picture of us at Beautiful Days on the main stage. When we
Oh.
played. And
Was it when you
the
were
field was
pregnant?
full, yeah, and oh my god, it made my heart turn over at festivals, gigs.
I
It
know.
was like looking at another life that I'd forgotten I had. But we'll get back there.
Yeah.
We will.
That was for Jeff. Viking Jeff.
Yes.
Still
Keep
in our
going,
thoughts,
Jack.
mate. Keep
Still
going,
going.
man. Keep going. Can you all send a bit of love to Viking Jeff, please? That'd be lovely. Thank you. Right. So, yeah, we thought we'd do some Cornish stuff. So we're going to do the next song's going to be for the lovers of Porthgorra Cove, isn't it? And which is a lovely little tale of this basically a young lad and lass fell in love. She was the daughter of a rich landowner, and he was a poor fisherman. And her parents weren't keen on it, so they sent him away to sea. And they said, oh, we'll wait for each other. And they said they'd wait for each other. And she sat on a rock out in Porthgorra. It's called Lover's Rock. And she sat there looking out to sea, waiting for him to return. And he said he'd return in 3 years. And the story goes that her grandmother was keeping an eye on her, because people were trying to keep an eye on her because she'd gone a little bit depressed and a bit sad. And she saw this sort of like figure came out of the sea, and she ran down to the beach and held his hand, and they both went into the water together, and she was never seen again. But the story goes that he drowned at sea that very night. So yeah, the lovers of Porthgorra. Even death couldn't part them. Hey? So, spooky. Like all good folk tales, it's all about despair.
It's dark. They're all dark.
Yes.
Lovers of Porthgorra. Well, somebody requested
Oh, did
this.
they? Oh, that's
Julian Hoskin requested this. All the Paladins in it, and Julian wants to give a shout out to his daughter Bethany,
good. Hello, Bethany.
who hasn't been able to go back to uni. Yeah, God, it must be tough for you guys.
Yeah, ma'am.
Sending lots of love out to all of you, and is completely swamped with so many essays. It's driving her crazy. Hopefully, Bethany, you're having a little break from those essays now. Jump up and down on your sofa and jump up to this. This is for you. Tim's even going to tune up for you. That's how special you are. There
Okay.
you go.
Remember when we were first lovers? We dreamt of a future so bright. But that was 3 years ago. 3 years ago tonight. Mother didn't think much about me. Your daddy didn't like me at all. But that was 3 years ago. 3 years ago for us all. I'm killing the days, the months and the years, dying to be in those arms of yours. Yes, I'm killing the days, the months and the years, dying to be in those arms of yours. They sent me away with their scheming. They wanted me out of your sights. But that was 3 years ago. 3 years ago tonight. Back for you just as I promised. Back here in Porthgorra Cove. Been 3 long years, my love. 3 long years out in the cold. I'm killing the days, the months and the years, dying to be in those arms of yours. Yes, I'm killing the days, the months and the years, dying to be in those arms of yours. We were made for each other. I can live another day without you.
playing along. I know Jamie is. So
Jamie definitely is.
Richie might be. I'm not sure. So do there should be a link coming up on there. You can click on them, go and say hello to them. We miss those boys.
We do.
We do. It was kind of nice when we could all start getting together outside and doing the outdoor gigs, but obviously that's not happening at the moment. So, but as soon as we can, we will. So, GB, Richie.
Hi.
Hello. Who have we got out there then? Phil Shields. Hello. And hello from Galway. Oh, nice. Olive Bush. Went to Galway many years ago.
We did.
Do you remember our van broke down?
It did, and we got towed round the centre of Galway by a tractor. Nice
Over
tractor.
and over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah. And actually, we were supporting the Levellers, weren't we? We were supposed to
In
be
Dublin.
In Dublin the next night, or that night.
That night.
Yeah.
And we were being towed around Galway with a tractor.
In a little
Lids-
Dodge 50, little purple Dodge 50.
It
Oh.
was getting later and later. We thought we'd never make it. We made it. We did make the gig. So Sarah the Devil and Jack is another dark Cornish tale. I'm sure Tim will tell you.
Well, Sarah, right? Sarah was married to a pig of a man. So the story goes, who wasn't very nice to her at all. So she had a lover, a Yorkshireman, funnily enough, called Jack, and they plotted to poison her husband. But they got caught. She got caught, basically. He didn't own up to it, Jack. He did a bit of a runner. So she got hung at Bodmin Jail, one of the last women ever to be hung at Bodmin Jail. And but then when he was out to sea, old Yorkshire Jack, she enlisted the help of the devil because he'd promised to marry her. And the devil and Sarah came and found a Jack at sea and took him to a watery grave. And now they're married just outside Newquay.
Local joke there. Because you've never been to Newquay. So yeah, another
Newquay's
dark
lovely,
tale.
by the way. We used to play a bar called the Sick Bars in Pewkey, we called it. But anyway,
Anyway, that was a fourth grade tale. No, it's not. It's Sarah the Devil and Jack. Having trouble focusing today. I'm trying really hard to focus.
we haven't really. Yeah.
I was reading. You were talking. I was actually reading on the screen what flowers were growing in my dad's garden.
Oh,
On
that's
the,
nice.
On the comments, yeah, that was, that's why I don't know what
You
somebody's
know,
doing.
well, that's good, you know.
Yeah, the crocuses, snowdrops are out. That's nice though. Anyway, Sarah the Devil and Jack.
Just Sarah Paul Green, I've married a rogue. I'll kill him tonight. The devil be told. I'll poison his supper with deadly nightshade. For I love another. My mind is made in a consequence of forbidden love. Her lover was young, known as Yorkshire Jack. He knew of her deeds. He turned his back, but she was besotted with Sarah Paul Green, and their life together a murderous dream and a consequence of forbidden love. Yeah. Consequence of forbidden love. The devil and Jack. The devil came back. while since we played all these, hasn't it?
It's so long. It's nice though.
Yeah,
You need
yeah.
to tune up.
Yeah, I need to tune up.
You tune up.
I'll tune up.
I'll say stuff. Apparently, I am to read out this message. Scarlett, I'm missing you loads. We need to be dancing together. Love, Thor. Code.
Four.
It's in code. I don't know who Thor is or Scarlett, but Thor's missing you, Scarlett, whoever you are.
That's
So
a good,
nice
strong
message.
name, isn't it? Thor.
Thor and Scarlett. There you go. So yeah, that's one.
Don't know what's happened to my
And-
guitar. It's gone right out of tune.
I've only got the fire lit. Right. Hello to Joe. Isolating at home in Oakhampton. Oh, Joe, I'm sorry about that. Testing positive for COVID. That's a bit rubbish. But hope you're feeling well and good. And Mike and Penny and Juliet and Laura are sending you lots of love. And they all tested negative, so they're all feeling quite relieved. But hello, Juliet and Laura.
Hello, Juliet and Laura.
Right. Next is...
Do you know what? My guitar, I think every single string had gone out of tune.
Yeah.
Weird that, eh? How does that happen?
Next song
Haha!
is Agnes the Giant Killer.
Agnes the Giant Killer. Hey? It's been a while since we played this one as well.
I know. But it is one of our. It's just down the road from us in St Agnes. It's one of our favourite places to go. It's my songwriting space. If you ever wonder where I'm writing my songs, I'm probably scampering over the cliffs somewhere between Chapel Porth and St Agnes.
Interrupting the Poldark filming,
Yeah,
usually.
I have done that before. Jogging past.
Poldark!
And yeah, it's and we love taking the kids there and looking for giant bolsters of blood in the rocks and in the caves. So it's a pretty strong and powerful place.
Yeah. So the story, should we tell the story?
Yeah.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, the story is that the giant bolster, he was like this great big bolster of a man, and he sort of terrorised the village and ate the sheep and stuff like that. And I think it was more like he was a Saxon lord that came down and sort of took over the place. Anyway, the story goes that the local beauty, Agnes, sort of tricked him. She said, "Oh, giant bolster, if you prove your love to me, I'll marry you, and then we can all be like in a big happy family." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I can do that. What do I have to do?" And she said, "Right, if you cut your wrist and bleed into this hole in the rock on the cliffs, you fill that with your blood, and when it's full with your blood, I'll marry you. That's right. So like you can prove to me that you're devoted to me." And he did. He cut himself, and he bled into the rock, but he didn't know that the rock had a hole, and the stream went out into the sea, and there's a red stream down the rock to this day, isn't there, of a stain of Bolster's blood that runs out into the Atlantic Ocean. And she was sainted. So this is a song for him, really, because, you know, probably wasn't as bad as the old
Sneaky old Agnes, that's what I reckon.
It was probably a little bit of propaganda,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Anyway. We're supporting the giant in this one, and they sing to Agnes. So, Agnes, is she a saint or is she a
sinner? Imagine the trumpet and the saxophone and the thingy. Ready?
drums, bass, everything?
Everything. And, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey, hey, hey! What have you done to this good man? The man, the giant heart. What have you done to this good man? Beguiled him from the start. What have you done to this good man? Blinded by his love. What have you done to this good man? He pays you with his blood. You spread all your lies to darken his name. Oh, Agnes, sweet girl, such an innocent saint. On the cliffs by the sea, tricked by your treachery. Oh, Agnes, sweet girl, such an innocent saint. Is she a saint? Or is she a sinner? Is she a saint now? Or is she a killer? Hey! What have you done to this good man? Man, the giant heart. What have you done giant heart. What have you done to this good man? Beguiled him from the start. What have you done to this good man? Blinded by his love. What have you done to this good man? He paid you with his blood. The blood drained away. Sweet Agnes could kill. Oh, Agnes, you, such an innocent state. Now the cliffs are stained red, for the monster is dead. Oh, Agnes, you, such an innocent saint. Is she a saint, or is she a sinner? Is she a saint now, or is she a killer? Is she a saint, or is she a sinner? Is she a saint now, or is she a killer? Ba-ba-bow, ba-ba-ba-bow, ba-ba-ba-bow, bow. That was a big meow with a trombone.
And the rapturous applause afterwards.
Yay! Bow.
Wow, went wild! I was
You know
just
what?
imagining us doing a gig with the brass section and the orchestra, and next year, as soon as we get a chance to do a proper gig, we're going to get the full brass section in, the full string section. We will do an.
Did you say the full brass section?
Unlike Toya.
Hey, Toya's doing well. Her viewing figures have gone
Their
sky high, haven't
Sunday
they?
sessions are just like ours.
I think they don't put the heating on in there.
we did have a discussion whether that was what we needed to do to get more viewers, but we've decided against it.
Yeah, the Mankini's just not coming out today.
Fair
lads.
play, Toya. She's looking great. What's next? Pella of Zena. Who have we got out there? Stephen
no, it's not
Macon.
Palace of Zena.
Oh, it's not. Lazy Pirate.
It's Lazy
Hello,
Pirate.
Stephen. I think Stephen's pacing himself today. So I hear.
Do you know what, Stephen?
Got to hang on for the Mad Dog. Is that right? At 8 o'clock?
Mad Dog are
Doing
playing
the
at
show?
8 o'clock. They're live streaming at 8 o'clock. So Stephen's not having is staying off the spirits until later on. Well done, Steve.
Yes.
I've not had a drink since New Year's Day, but my voice is suffering for it. I think alcohol has some sort of curing
Oh
effect.
no!
started.
Oh,
It started,
the
hasn't
magic, the magic of alcohol. It cures.
No, I'm very proud of myself. I'm doing very well, and I'm not having a drink today either. But yeah, I can feel it in my voice. Maybe maybe next week I might have to succumb. I'm not putting any rules down on myself, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Honey. You
Honey,
could try honey
will I
instead. No, you could try honey instead.
All right, I thought you were being all like, honey.
No, you could try honey instead.
Yeah, you
Okay,
could-
moving
mead.
on.
Do you mean mead? Is that what you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Mead.
That reminds me of Knock and Gorrick Festival. If you run Knock and Gorrick Festival, whenever you start again, come and play, because it is actually one of the favourite festivals ever. And they sell mead and heather ale. Lazy Pirate. This is going to be for, hopefully you're out there, Liddy. We miss seeing you, Liddy. Hope stuff is going really, really well over in Lana, and I'm sure you're having a brilliant time. And how are your chickens? This used to be your favourite song. I don't know if it is anymore, but this is for you, Liddy.
Oh yeah, it did.
Please step outside and sing along. We like to encourage a bit of window opening, door opening,
What-
and yelling out into the
What
street.
I like to encourage on this one, because we haven't done this one for a very long time as well, is the invisible tugging on the tug of war rope between people. And you get some on one side of the room, some on the other, and you all pretend you're tugging on an invisible rope, and it's actually
It used to work sometimes quite well, other
It
times
did.
not at all.
When we did that, how many pirates on the pier at Penzance, and there was like thousands and thousands, and they all split into two and did
Yeah.
that. That was amazing. That was when we did gigs. Remember that?
Yeah, today I'm remembering gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite good though. Hold those thoughts, because we
I'm-
were there. We did do them. You
Yeah.
can't take that away. So I'm going to remember them as amazing things that we're going to do again. Anyway, imaginary tug of war in your living rooms, please.
Tug away. Not so very long ago, on a southern archipelago, there lived a young laddie-o whose name was Smokey J. It'd always been his fantasy to be a pirate on the sea, but now he lays in misery as the ship was on its way. They wanted him to mend the decks, to clean the sails, to make the flags, to climb the rigging up so high, he'd probably fall and die. A pirate's work is never done, and piracy is not so fun. He claimed quiet his cup of tea, so he knocked it on the head. Perhaps he'll be an astronaut, or the driver of a juggernaut, or be a rock and roller star. Just leaving Rich time to do his thing.
Not sure he's there.
Is he not there?
I don't know.
Or he might just stay in bed. Hey! Oh, Smokey J, you're gonna drink your life away. Oh, Smokey J, on another lazy day. Oh, Smokey J, you're gonna drink your life away. Oh, Smokey J, on another lazy day.
Check your tuning again.
Hey, is it my guitar gone out?
Check the fiddle as well. Thanks everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thank you. And yeah, some days I just can't stop talking, and today I've got less to say. Don't know why.
Apart from tuning your bloody guitar.
Tune the guitar! Expect this to sound awful. I'm gonna say a really outy. What have we got left? Right. This is Happy Birthday Claire. Happy Birthday Claire for Friday. We're not doing Astralize today, so we'll do the last song for you, which is The Antiquated and the Arcane. But happy birthday for Friday. Love from Mark, Jacob, Oscar and Seth. There you go.
How was that tune again, ladies and gentlemen?
Happy birthday to you.
How was that tune? Were you in tune?
Oh, I don't know. Shall I try it and see? Listen, eh?
Yeah.
So, righty.
Don't know what's going on. The guitar.
How
Having
we
a
were
little bit
doing
of an
out
off one.
there. Oh, that's my dad again.
What's he growing this time?
Michelle Gibson, hello from Yorkshire.
Is
Have
it
you got
just your
snap?
dad
Have you
out
got
there? Is that all
loads-
it is?
I think it might just be my parents watching today.
That's all right.
Maybe.
It's a nice day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could
Oh,
be
Jules,
outside.
no, Jules Malone's there bouncing on her boat, apparently.
I can picture that well,
So
Jules.
can I. What a lovely image. Brilliant. And I loved, I saw a live footage of you going over the viaduct on the canal the other day. Aqueduct. Video in it. And it looked amazing. So keep showing us what it's like, life on the open knot waves.
Well, that's a good song for her, wasn't it? Pirate song. Amazing Pirate.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think I got up really early this morning and I went for a sunrise swim. So, because
In the
luckily
bath?
luckily we don't live very far from the sea. So I went with my friend this morning and watched the sunrise from in the sea. And I think I left a little bit of my brain there because I can't think straight.
That's all right.
It was amazing, yeah, and I'm feeling very happy.
There's no reason to think straight on a Sunday.
No.
I think there's a lot of people out there that can't really think straight.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Do share that with us if you're not thinking straight today.
Mm.
And feel free to use our chat room as you do to chat to your mates and connect and share it. We've still got 20 minutes, 25 minutes to go. So do share it, click the share button so that friends and family can join in and, Sunday afternoon is our thing.
So we're going to do Pillars of Zena, which I think we've only done once in the 41 cyber busts that we've done. We've only done Pillars of Zena once. And I don't know if it went down too well, or if I didn't play it very well. I don't know what happened, but
great.
we didn't do it again. But it's a really good song, and it's been requested. And Pillars were the old oral tradition wise folk of Cornwall. They used to go around collecting stories, and they were also believed to have magical powers and be able to give you charms and spells. So if it's like the local GP, but he went round to your house basically, and sort of, or she did, and collected your stories and also gave you things for remedies for any sort of ailment that you might be having. So or any sort of curse that might have been put upon you by your neighbours. The Pillars of Zena. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Nah. I wanna see a Pella. What a real wise fella. I wanted him to take the curse of me, 'cause it's been so long now that it's all gone wrong now. There must be someone out there cursing me. Take a spell off me. There must be someone out there cursing me. I wanna see a witch, so like a bitch. It was all done with such revelry. There were charms and powders and stones and bones. Words were spoken, spells were broken. I'll send it back to you. I'll send it back. I'll send it back, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Na 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 na, yeah da 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 da, 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 yeah da 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 da. Now I've got protection from the wise old crone. These West Country folk have a charm all their own. Yummy, yummy lips and a lucky foot. We're forces of nature to keep us from harm. So I'll send it back to ya. I'll send it back. I'll send it back, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I walk the road with my seeing toad. From Zena to Helston, such worlds to behold. I've got charms and powers and stones and bones. Words were spoken, spells were broken. So I'll send it back to ya. I'll send it back. I'll send it back, 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 yeah. I'll send it back to ya. I'll send it back. I'll send it back, 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 back. That was alright actually.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't done that more often than
I
that.
like that.
Go
In
ahead.
fact, I think that was Mark Radcliffe played that on Radio 2 when they were doing a special folk show about witchcraft on Halloween. He played that one. A few years back now though. The royalties came flooding in. We, I think,
Dunya!
23
I can
pence.
see Dunya. Hello. Hi guys. Way up in Scotland. Chris Martin, thank
Hey.
you. Oh, it's lovely to see all the names coming up still. Phil Shields, lots of rounds of applause. Craig Say. So it's nice. It's lovely to see all your names and your faces. Not that your faces are there, but I can imagine them. Even if I've never met you.
She's good at imagining faces when she never met people. They've got eyes, a nose, little mouth.
Doing really well.
Do you want to draw them for them? Yeah,
Possibly verbose.
maybe you should draw their faces and see if they look like the drawing.
That's a good game, isn't
That's a
it?
good game, isn't it?
It could get to that.
Can
I mean,
you
it is
draw a
week 41.
drawing a stranger game? But none of you are strangers, ladies and gentlemen.
I've also realised that my shoes are too big for our cottage. Because they just hit the ceiling every time I play. So I need a
She's not really that tall.
I need this big. But yes.
So, you probably don't know this, but the next song is called World on Its Head. And you probably don't know this. Well, you probably do actually if you're fans of the band. But it was about. This is off the off Stones and Bones album as well, and it's about the Cornish deity called Buckadoo, who if you invoke him into your life will turn everything upside down. He'll create chaos. But like a phoenix, out of that chaos, you'll rise up and be a better person. And it's like a metaphor, like a lot of the Cornish and all the old deities and all the pagan stories. They're sort of metaphors for life, really. And if you invoke Buckadoo and you'll create chaos, but
Imagine that.
imagine
if,
that if there was chaos, right?
Globally or personally,
Imagine, but out of that chaos and out of that despair and that anger and angst, we all rise as better and brighter and wiser people. I think that's quite nice.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Yeah. So,
I'll take that. World on its head.
world on its head.
If you have not jumped up and down within your space, do it. Now's the time. You know, the gig's warmed up. We're all going. Hopefully your ceiling's not as low as ours, then you can jump up and down a bit. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. 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 Hey! Buckaboo, who the devil are you? Got the charm and the guile and the smile of a divine fool. Are you the trickster or are you the rogue? As you wander through our lives, causing chaos wherever you go, you turn the what on his head, what on his head, turn the what on his head, spin it round upside down, turn the what on his head, what on his head, what on his head, turn the what on his head, spin it round upside down, turn the what on his head. La 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 la. 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 Hey! Pleased to meet you. I didn't catch your name. There's a storm on the wind and it's all part of your game. Excuse me, friend, but may I be so bold? There's an appetite for change and a passion yet to unfold. You turn the what on his head, what on his head, turn the what on his head, spin it round upside down, turn the what on his head, what on his head, what on his head, turn the what on his head, spin it round upside down, turn the what on it, take it away, Athene! Buckaboo, who the devil are you? Are you the trickster or the rogue or the ghost of a divine fool? Well, there you go. I guess I'll never know. I give a bow to you now and get on with the show. You turn the what on his head, what on his head. You turn the what on his head, spin it round upside down. You turn the what on his head, what on his head, what on his head. You turn the what on his head, spin it round upside down. You turn the what on his head, what on his head, what on his head. You turn the what on his head, spin it round upside down. You turn the what on his head, what on his head, what on his head. You turn the what on his head, spin it round upside down. Turn the what on his head. Yes.
Nearly knocked the ceiling out then.
Well, don't do that. I was up there.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks
I'm
for
really
joining.
looking forward to when we can do this outside again, but it's still a little bit on the cold side and drizzly mizzly, but soon.
As soon as we can.
Soon as we
get
can.
out there.
And as soon as we can gather in a little bit bigger, we'll get the whole band together. Because it's going to be great, isn't it?
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Be lovely.
We've got a few venues, a little outdoory type venues that we've got in mind.
Got a few new songs.
Yes.
We haven't done them as a band yet, but there's about 6 being worked on.
6?
About 6 new
If
songs.
not more.
So we might soon think about doing a crowdfunder to start funding a new album at last. Da da da! Woo!
That would be very exciting.
It would be very exciting, yeah. So finally our creative juices are flowing a bit more, and we are starting to create. So yeah, watch this space. We might try some out on you. You never know. Quite soon. That we should do that. Give us another.
Yeah. Well, I'm up for it. I'll do one now if you like.
Who we got?
Dunno.
Ulrika.
I couldn't figure out how to put on a capo then. Which way round it goes.
What's going on today? It's the radon, obviously, in the houses. In Cornwall, we've all got houses full of radon, and so by telling us all to stay in and stay home all the time, it's not that good for our health.
Tell you what,
We're
as
better
well.
to go outside, really.
Tell you what, because we're always out, but now we're not always out. I've noticed how much electricity we're using. It's quite disturbing.
There you go.
Yeah.
That and other fascinating facts about our lives.
But no, our electricity
Like
bill's
we've
gone up.
tripled the size of our allotment as well. There you go.
Yeah.
That's exciting news on our front. Bigger allotment next year. Imagine how big those butternut squashes will be next year.
The size of the allotment doesn't actually say how big your butternut squash is going to be.
Oh,
It's not like a goldfish.
I'm reading James and the Giant Peach at the moment.
It's
so
not like you put a goldfish in a bowl and it gets as big as a bowl. It's not like that. It's not. It doesn't work.
Happadilia!
Happadilia.
We would like you to jump up and down wherever you are to this.
I'm probably out of tune for this one as well.
Hey!
Hey!
Happadilia, as you know, is the noise emanating from a loud, raucous party atmosphere, which you can still create within your own homes somehow, if you try hard enough.
Not now, silent singer.
And what you may not know is that when we first wrote this song, it was called Garlic Carnage.
It was. Because we were having a party on the Isles of Scilly and we put all our tents up, which we weren't supposed to do because they're not like on a bit of scrubland. And the smell of garlic was amazing. And we're thinking, who's cooking that? Then we realised we sort of laid all our tents in this wild garlic pasture meadow.
And
it was
said
gorgeous.
party in the song was a party on St Martin's on the Isles of Scilly, and it was great. But we did get asked to leave the Isles of Scilly. But it was many years ago, and we've been back many times since then.
Yeah.
And we weren't doing anything bad. It's just that sound travels.
We haven't been asked back since we took Jamie over though, have we?
All right, Jamie.
Right, Jamie?
Yeah.
He went to meet a cousin or second cousin for a pint at lunchtime before the gig, didn't you, Jamie?
Something about the air in the Isles of Scilly just makes it naughty. So that's what Happadilia is about. It's the Cornish word.
You know you shouldn't do it. So this is Happadilia. Happadilia, 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 Happadilia. Hey, hey! Habadelia, 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 and again Habadelia, 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 Habadelia. Hey, hey! In the morning came the chorus. No one ignored till the island was woken to the sound. Although the party's flagging and the people are all singing, everyone is jumping all around. Two, hey, ho, hey, ho,
Let me hear you
Hup.
at home. The word is
ho,
Habadelia.
ho, Habadelia, 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 Habadelia.
There was a
Habadelia, 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 Habadelia. Hey!
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We've got one more song to go. It is a sober busk, so if you have any spare pennies, then there is a link to a PayPal account. But just enjoy the music. If not, it's for everybody, and we can all help each other out however we can. So
Yeah,
thank you for tuning in every week and making. And it's we just love doing it.
we just love doing it.
With you.
And there's so many bands out there doing it, and it's just like big up to all the musicians that are giving their time up as well, because it's
Totally. And if you missed most of the show today, if you've just tuned in, it will be up for as long as Facebook keeps it up, and you
Yeah.
can go back and watch afterwards. And then we've archived every single one of our 41 shows on YouTube. So if you go to our YouTube channel, Read Off Monkeys, you can not only watch videos we've made, but you can watch, if you really want to, every single one of our 41 cyber busks are all on there.
that would be a really long week.
I'm going to go tell Arlo it's the last song.
So yeah, all of you Bearded
Last
Theory
summer.
people out there that usually go to Bearded Theory Festival, I think it's official now that they've moved it again. So it was going to be May last year, then it was September last year, now it was going to be May this year. I think they've moved it again to the September date, and I think it's official now. I don't know if we could tell anyone, but I think we can. So yeah, tickets are all still valid, and it same goes for our shows that we had all of last year. They've all been moved to the end of this year. I hope tickets are all still valid, but hopefully
They'll be valid for 2022
yeah,
and
they'll be-
2023,
yeah.
and when we're all on the moon.
2021
We're going to watch us on the moon.
As long as the venues are still there, because big up the venues, man. They're fighting a battle to stay open. So so please support them in any way they can. If they're doing any crowdfunders in your local area or anything at all, or write to your MP and say, please, we need venues to stay open for bands to play in. Otherwise, hey.
Right. Antiquated in the Arcane. This is the last song of the day. You are wonderful. Thank you for tuning in. We have our set dancer here. Oh yeah, you're wonderful too. And when we watched back last week, we hadn't realised that Arlo had spent the whole of the last song hitting himself over the head with a cushion.
Oh, don't tell him that. No.
But I realised afterwards it's because we're reading Harry Potter, and that's what Dobby was doing in Harry Potter. But today we'll be performing some other form of contemporary dance. Oh, okay. All right. No, it was cool. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. It was awesome. I loved it. It was brilliant. Okay, right, this is the Antiquated Arcane. It's all about a lovely place in the southwest. It's not quite Cornwall, it's in Devon called
But the Antiquate in the Arcane was a talk that I used to go to once every 2 or 3 weeks in Helston, called the Antiquate in the Arcane, and it was all about Cornwall antiquities and stories and stuff, and it was really nice to have guest speakers and stuff. So that's where we got the name from. So it's from a talk in Helston. Anyway.
Roger
workout
Popplewell,
routine.
thank you, Mark Bickley. Oh, you're getting loads of comments, Ali. You'll have to read them afterwards. Debbie Rickson, I'm trying to read, but I can't read it very well. Tim Fletcher, fab as ever. Thank you so much. Stay safe, everybody. Look after yourselves. Stay positive. We will see you in a field one day. I'm sure of it.
Yes.
Thank you, Sue Auckland. Hope it's all good in Lanzarote. Thank you, Hannah Gibson. Oh, these lovely names that we see every week. Sarah Grattan, thank you. Oh, Dean Wiskins, thank you, everybody. We will see you next week.
Viking Kev,
Same time.
keep strong.
Bye-bye.
Bye.